So are you ready to live away from all of the Atlanta city buzz, but you're not quite sure if you're ready to give it up either? Well, one place I want to tell you about is one of Atlanta's best kept secrets, and that is LaVista Park. It has everything from $1 million modern homes to the mid-century charm. So I'm going to take a walk around LaVista Park. We'll talk about the neighborhood, the lifestyle, what's around here. So let's get going. Hey guys, my name's Molly and welcome back to my channel where I talk all things living here in the Atlanta area. If you're making a move here, you have questions, you need help, you know what to do, reach out to me. My contact information is down in that comments box, but let's get going. So one thing about LaVista Park is you're gonna notice a lot of cool modern style homes. I'm gonna start walking because there are some people wanting to mow this grass and it's gonna get noisy. So, but one thing, if you are looking for a really quality built large modern home, LaVista Park is where you need to check it out, because there's a lot of other neighborhoods around Atlanta where they try to build these modern looking homes, but they're just not quality, to be honest. So if you're looking for a nice large quality style home in a quiet neighborhood, minus the lawn people, LaVista Park is definitely an area to check out. Now let me put LaVista Park up on a map so you can see exactly where this is located. But you're gonna see this is a nice, perfectly situated spot in between Midtown and Buckhead. To get to Buckhead, 12 minutes. Midtown, also 12 minutes. Downtown is about a 15-minute drive. And down to the airport, that can take about 25 to 30 minutes, give or take, just depending on the traffic. So as always, budget a little bit more time if you're driving through those peak hours. Now, LaVista Park is a part of the city of Buckhead, believe it or not. It got annexed into the city of Buckhead, I think the end of 2019. So just keep that in mind. But I will say LaVista Park is just one of those convenient neighborhoods. It's right south of I-85. So it's just a very convenient location to pop onto the interstate if you need to, or if you work up in Buckhead, it's not that far away. Same thing with Midtown. This is also a wonderful spot if you are working at the new Children's Hospital. I mean, I've sold a home here to one of the doctors that works at the Children's Hospital. I mean, 5-minute commute top, so super easy, but it's also a great option for if you work over at Emory or the CDC area. I'm walking right up to the one green space that is in LaVista Park, so I will show you that here in just a second. But another thing that I love about LaVista Park as I'm walking by this beautifully manicured yard is that, yes, you're going to find really nicely taken care of yards just throughout this neighborhood. And again, you're going to find a mix here of the modern construction homes and then those sprawling ranches, mid-century modern homes. But we'll talk more about houses here in a second, but let me just show you real quick this little park. If you've got kids in the neighborhood, you can take them here, and it's nothing, you know, over the top, but it's a little something to run around in. Okay, like I said, that park is nothing over the top spectacular, but it has a little bit of something, and there's a little walking trail that walks the length of the park. As you're gonna notice here, lots of trees in this neighborhood as well, so there's quite a good shade when you're out walking, especially in those summer months. But it's also a little bit hilly on certain streets, and I'm about to walk up a hill, so we'll see how I go with walking and talking, and hopefully I don't huff and puff too much. Now, LaVista Park is great for someone that is looking for some land, some space around their house. So on average, you can find lots here anywhere from 0.4 to 0.7 acres. I've seen some even up to 1 acre. I mean, just look behind me here. You've got this large ranch home. I don't know how big of a lot this is, but it is definitely expansive. And if you went like a couple miles further into the city, you would not get this size of lot. The other thing about LaVista Park is just that all of the yards and the homes are well taken care of. So if you're kind of looking for that really nice, well taken care of neighborhood, LaVista Park is one of those neighborhoods to consider. And I will say, a lot of people drive by LaVista Park every day and they don't even know that this neighborhood exists. So that is one downside I will say of LaVista Park, is it's kind of wedged in between two very busy roads, Briarcliff and LaVista Road. So that is kind of a downside, and you know, getting out of this neighborhood can be a little bit of a challenge and kind of a pain. But once you're inside of here, I mean, listen, It just sounds so quiet. You don't even know that you are just, you know, a 12-minute drive to the noisy Midtown location. Now you'll notice as I am just strolling some of these streets here in LaVista Park that, yeah, there's no sidewalks. I mean, that's just what you're gonna get in this neighborhood. It's not gonna be sidewalks, but the streets are nice and wide and they are fairly quiet. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of cut through traffic when people are trying to cut from Briarcliff over to LaVista Road, but otherwise it's a very nice and quiet neighborhood. I'd say one thing that you aren't going to have is, you know, walking to a coffee shop, that kind of thing. Although there is a little spot just around the corner from this neighborhood with a little bit of commercial, so stay tuned for that. I will show you that. And if you are a fitness person, there is an amazing renovated gym that just reopened, so stay tuned for that as well. Okay, so I'm walking down one of the prime streets here in LaVista Park, and you're probably wondering, okay, what is the cost to live here? Give me the details. So here we go. Single family home, average price is $916,000, and that'll get you on average 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, about 2,700 square feet. But don't freak out yet, because sometimes you can snag up, like behind me here, there were some cute little ranch homes here on really nice lots, and you can get those sometimes in the, I would say, high 6s to, you know, the mid 800K price point. Now, there are some sprawling ranches that are huge and massive, fully updated, and those can actually go over that $1 million mark. But, you know, on average, you can find some ranch style homes here in that 6 to 800K price point. So don't freak out that you can't find something here. Now, new construction homes, those are, especially those modern homes, those are gonna go anywhere from 1.7. I've seen some go up to like 2.5, 2.6 million. So really just kind of depends. But I will say this is kind of like an area that investors are drooling over, because these lot sizes are so nice and big, and they can build these multi-million-dollar homes on them. So I have seen some lots get sold to developers. I've actually just sold a fixer-upper to someone that's going to be knocking it down and building multi-million-dollar modern home. So that definitely is happening in this neighborhood. But there are some sweet, sweet ranches here too. So if you're looking for that, there are some incredible ones in LaVista Park. If you're wanting a fixer-upper, I would say expect to pay anywhere in that $500,000 to $600,000 range. And there really are not townhomes and condos to be had in this neighborhood. So you're not going to find those here. And as I'm strolling along, I just realized that right behind me, this is an example I could show you. It recently sold. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, just over 1,800 square feet. It sold for $722,000. It has a closed-off kitchen, but you can tell that it is in pristine condition. There's like this extra family room that was built off in the back area. It's on a nice, large lot, 0.37 acres. So there you go. That's an example of kind of a ranch home that you can find here. It's not going to cost you $1 million. Now I wanted to pop over to the edge of this neighborhood just so you could get a little peek of what it looks like getting into the neighborhood. So this is right off of Briarcliff, and you're going to just notice that traffic goes by really fast and it also builds up. So sometimes if you're wanting to turn left out of here, that can be a challenge in heavy traffic times. But this is Briarcliff leading up to LaVista. So this area can definitely back up really, really bad during kind of all hours of the day, to be honest. But I'm going to pop over one street over and show you some incredible, wonderful, amazing modern style homes. So if you like modern, stay tuned. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know this is not my first LaVista Park video, but I wanted to make a fresh one, a new one, just so you could see a fresh look. And frankly, I've gotten a little bit better at making videos. So here's a fresh one for you of LaVista Park. And I think the last time I showed this home, it was still under construction. There was actually like 5 or 6 homes in LaVista Park under construction that were all kind of that modern style. So this street in particular has a lot of solid, quality built moderns on a large lot. So let's just go take a little stroll down this street. I love it so much. You know, the last time I made a video here, I believe these modern homes behind me were still under construction, but this one right behind me here, it was sold for $2.7 million. So that gives you an idea of some of these newer modern construction. It's a 6-bedroom, 6-bath, 5,400 square feet. And just to give you an idea of what you'll find also in this neighborhood, you got moderns on one side, and then right across the street, you've got just some really nice, well-kept ranches on nice sprawling lots. And that's kind of going to be the theme here in the LaVista Park area. Now, you may be wondering, okay, what are the schools in this neighborhood? Now, I will say that LaVista Park was never known as a big area for a lot of families. I think that landscape is changing. I've seen some more families move into the neighborhood, although I feel like some of these kids are going to private schools because the public schools, at least the elementary school, isn't touted as being one of the strongest performing elementary schools. So schools are zoned here. So you have Briar Vista Elementary, Druid Hills Middle School, and Druid Hills High School. They're ranked so-so. Now, I would just, again, do your research because everybody's preferences in schools is a little bit different. So do your research on that. But I'm going to backtrack here. I've got one other home example I'm going to show you is kind of a ranch style home, but with a modern take on it. And then I will make sure I go show you that commercial spot that you can easily go to. I mean, you could walk there. It's just not the most pleasant walk because you have to walk kind of on Briarcliff for the most part. And it's not the most pleasant, appealing type of walk, if you get my drift. So I'll take you there in here in a little while, along with showing you that awesome renovated gym. Y'all, someone turned on the heat switch because it is 82, but I feel like it's 95. I'm just not quite ready for summer yet. But okay, one last home example to show you. It is right behind me here. This is a ranch home, but it is like a mid-century modern. Oh my gosh, if you saw the inside, I can't put up the pictures, but it is like magazine worthy. It is so amazing inside. This one sold for $1.175 million. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, just around 2,900 square feet. So awesome modern home. I mean, I'm telling you, some of these people that live here, they have great taste. So I actually had the pleasure of meeting one of the residents that lives here, and he said that he used to live in Midtown, loved it when he was a little bit younger, and then he was like, you know, I'm kind of tired of that, and he moved out over into LaVista Park and has a beautiful modern home here in the neighborhood and just loves the neighborhood so much. He's actually going to be building a new home here. So if he's watching, hello, it was great to meet you. But that's one thing that's great about LaVista Park. I feel like it is just totally underrated. A lot of people don't know about it. It's a little bougie, so if you like that, definitely seek out this neighborhood, and I would love to help you with that. I actually know of a couple homes being built, so if that interests you, if you're looking for kind of a modern, newer construction, hit me up. That's what I'm here for. But let me keep going, show a few more streets here in LaVista Park, and we'll take it from there. All right, let's talk grocery stores. I know you laugh, but I always want to know where my modern conveniences are, okay? So there is a small little Publix off of LaVista Road. It'd probably be the closest option, but it's just kind of, I don't know, it's smaller, limited. Same thing, there's a Kroger off of Briarcliff, but I really don't like that one. I'll go there in a pinch when I need just a few things. My best recommendation is to head over to Toco Hills. It's not that much further away. They have a wonderful Publix there. They have a kosher Kroger there, and they have a bunch of little restaurants there too. And if you're looking for a Target, that is also nearby. It is just off of North Druid Hill. So you have all of the modern conveniences within a couple of miles away. So not a bad gig at all. So if you are looking for kind of that quiet neighborhood, but close to all the things without having to drive miles and miles and miles, well, LaVista Park is a great option for you. Okay, I want to take you over to that new and improved gym next. I think it's a game changer for not only LaVista Park, but just for the overall kind of the North Decatur, North Druid Hills area in general. It is a lovely gym, I hear. I haven't been inside, but I have been told it is amazing. So we're going to head there next. All right, if you are into fitness and you're looking for a great gym, well, a Lifetime Fitness is where you need to go. And lucky for you, they just renovated this old gym and turned it into a Lifetime gym. I've been to the old gym here and it was definitely very, very dated. I'll have to look at my vault, see if I have a clip of the old gym, but this has gotten a glam up. It is now a Lifetime Fitness. It has a pool, it has tennis courts, and I have not been inside. I might have to go and get a membership now because I am super jealous of everyone that is going here. I hear it is fabulous inside. And this is, again, right on the edge of LaVista Park. So if you like a gym or a club to belong to, this is right on the edge of your neighborhood, your future neighborhood, right? Okay. I'm going to just go a couple blocks away now and show you that commercial space where you could go and grab a coffee. That would be the closest thing to you from LaVista Park. Okay, so that was a quick glance at this little commercial area. I don't really know if it has a name for this little shopping center, but if you want a Panera, a Starbucks, a burger, or an Orange Theory, well, you can come right around the corner. It's probably like a 5-minute drive from the LaVista Park area. And you can see right behind me here, this is the new Arthur M. Blank Children's Hospital. It opened up of September 2024. It's a $1.5 billion project. State-of-the-art hospital here. So again, if you are working there and you want a short commute to work, trust me, LaVista Park is probably your closest spot. So if you're interested in finding a home there, reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. Okay, before I close out, let's go over pros and cons of living in LaVista Park. So on my pro side, let's start out with the positives here. I would say it's a very convenient location. It's convenient to I-85, close to Midtown, close to Buckhead. So you don't have to be too far away from all of the city stuff if you want to go and visit that. Also on the pros, you have large lots. I mean, we're talking anywhere from 0.4 to 1 acre lot. So if you're looking for a nice big yard to spread out in or do your gardening, you can definitely get that here in LaVista Park. Also, it's quiet. If you are seeking kind of just that quieter, peaceful lifestyle, you can certainly get that in LaVista Park. Now, let's talk about the cons. So I would say there is traffic congestion getting into this neighborhood. When you're in the neighborhood itself, very nice and calm, but getting into it, like I mentioned before, it can be hard to get in there with those busy roads of LaVista and Briarcliff. Another con is, it's not a fully consistent look. So if you're looking for that, it's a mix of, you got the $1 million box Moderns next to the Mid-Century Ranch next to a fixer-upper. So you're not going to get a homogeneous look, but I will say for the most part everyone takes really nice care of their lawn, so it still is a very pristine looking neighborhood. Also on the con side, I would say, the schools is not a strong selling point in this neighborhood, so that would just be something to consider if you've got small kiddos looking to go to school. Definitely do your research on the schools. But there you go, guys. I think LaVista Park is kind of that hidden gem. I think the secret's a little bit out of the bag, but I think there's still a lot of people in Atlanta that don't know about it. But you can thank me now that you know about it. So if you're making a move here, you need further help with your home search, reach out to me. That's what I am here for. You see me out in the wild, make sure you say hello. I would love to say thank you for watching. But you guys, it is warm out. I'm gonna go get me something nice and cold and refreshing to drink. So thanks for joining me. Until next time, you guys, I'll see you around the neighborhood.